No great loss there.
I'm going for coffee. I'll be back. K4 FEG.
10-4.
Good morning, Al. Mac.
Morning, Lauren. I thought I said hi to you earlier, but maybe I didn't.
Oh, you probably did. Neighbor's been over here, been in and out. Kind of listening here a little bit. But anyway, looks like we're going to have a Chamber of Commerce day today.
And define that.
Well, we got a whole bunch of sunshine and vitamin D out there this morning, and 47 to 48 degrees for a high. So I figured I'd get out there and get a little bit of that sun soaked up there.
Well, it's supposed to be 47 here today too, Lauren, but it's going to have to go a ways, go quite a ways. It's only 30 right now.
I don't know what it is now. It was 33 here a while back. The old sun's come out and she's climbing pretty good, I would assume, Glenn.
No sun. Well, it's trying to peak out here, Lauren, but not quite made it yet.
Yeah. I might go for a ride even. We'll catch some Mexican food today. I'm kind of hungry and that much going on the booth tube. Maybe I'll run in town to get some Mexican food today.
Let's see, the Super Bowl is what, next Sunday?
I think it is. I'm not for sure. Somebody said the 18th, but I thought it was the 11th.
No, NASCAR's on the 18th.
NASCAR's on the 18th, that's right.
Is that the Daytona 500, Joe?
Yeah.
I think so. I think the Clash is on today, which is a smaller race.
Lauren, on those race things, I never watched it. They kind of keep making left turns all the time, don't they?
Yeah. Most of them do. Some of them make right-hand turns, but they hit a brick wall when they do.
It depends if it's a road course or an oval track.
These two things put me to sleep. The movie The Predator, golf, or watching any of that racing stuff. It's like a sedative. That just puts me out. 10-9 in Wales. Morning, Mark.
Good morning, Mark.
Lauren, they ran that race last night.
That.
The Clash.
Okay.
They moved it up because of the flooding coming.
Oh, I see.
Hello, Mark.
Hey, Mac.
How you doing?
And everybody.
How you doing, Mark?
It's been a rough week, buddy, but I'm not going into it right now.
Rough with work or something else?
Wife.
Oh, boy. Okay.
5 days, we're back home.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. I doubled with you on the end there.
Oh, I said we've been in ICU in Fort Wayne with the wife, and we're home now.
Oh, is she okay?
Yeah, she lost her short-term memory and went AP on me.
What, did she have a stroke, Mark?
No, the MRI's fine. It's just the short-term. She couldn't tell you what day it was or anything.
Wow.
I hope she's doing better. Good morning, Mark. Morning. She had a urinary scope, and I don't know what they give her or what they did, but shortly after she come home, she went to the emergency room, and it wasn't pretty.
But she's okay now?
She's not 100%, but she hasn't been 100% in quite a while. But, yeah, I mean, she couldn't remember anything. I would tell her something, ask her 5 minutes later, and she had no clue. But
Now, I told her yesterday I'm going to go to the CVS and to the store. And about an hour later, I said, hey, I'm going to leave. Do you know where I'm going? And yep, she told me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal was.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear she's doing basically okay.
Yeah, she hadn't been taking her medication for anxiety, I think. And they found methadone in her urine when they tested her.
Sounds like the onset of Alzheimer's.
Or dementia.
Well, I got to ask, Mark, where in the hell did the methadone come from?
Well, we don't know. Come back, got all her pills, I searched every nook and cranny. And in one of her, she had like an empty B12 she takes. Those levels real low, so she hadn't been taking it. There was a half a pill in there, and I don't know what it is, but I looked up pictures of methadone, and it doesn't look like that, but she was prescribed some anxiety stuff years ago, and I just wonder if it was like an emergency type thing. If she felt really bad, I'm wondering if she took that, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's used for chronic pain sometimes.
Well, she got fibromyalgia, and that's another thing why I think she might have been prescribed it years ago.
Yeah, some of those pills are nasty. No, my wife's got fibromyalgia, but she uses exercise to fight it, and she really has it under control. Where my wife's niece has it, and she's almost bedridden. She's on all those drugs and stuff. So just the opposite with fibromyalgia.
Yeah, I know. Jill, I can't get her to move. She just walked the dog or something would help. Hey, I got to run. I got water running in the RO water running in the back room. But I just wanted to jump in there and let you guys know if you're going to watch a race. They ran out last night. A buddy of mine told me, and I guess there's only 20 laps left when I turned it on. Jenny Hamlin won, if anybody wonders.
Well, good to hear you, Mark, and I hope your wife gets everything straightened out.
Yeah, me too. They grounded me, so work. I got a pretty good employer. They gave me a free week this week and parked me for tech calls for a little while so I can keep an eye on things.
Well, that's good, Mark. That's good that they're understanding.
Yep. All right, guys. I'll be in and out. Have fun. N9NYO.
Good signal, and good luck to your wife there. W8 on SF.
Take care, Mark.
Take care, Mark.
Take care, Mark. Yeah, I deal with, let me see if I...
73, Mark. Good to hear you. WB9VKF. Good luck with your wife there.
11 different drugs. Some of them were seizure drugs that he was using off-label. By the time he got done with me, I could not spell yes. I couldn't think straight. I could barely function. Needless to say, I went to my family doctor, and he looked at all the cocktail that he had me on, and he says, no wonder he's turning you into a vegetable. But the issue is the neurologist in Ann Arbor, and he's supposed to be the best in the state. He came out and said what the real problem is. The real problem is the firm or the insurance companies don't pay for fixes; they only pay for pills.
Well, Mike, number one, I didn't know you had that. Number two, how does that disease actually affect you?
Man, you get random pains and aches and hurts and non-functional body parts at just kind of random times. I have not slept in one spot overnight in years. I get about 2 hours in the bed. I have to get up because my body starts hurting so bad in the bed. I go to my lazy boy, and I fall asleep there. Usually I get an hour or so there, and then I have to get up and go find someplace else. Any place your body, at least, everybody's a little different. Any place my body contacts anything for longer than about 20 minutes, it starts hurting there. But then, on the other aspect, you get up in the morning, and your knee feels like somebody just stuck a hot iron in it, and you'll deal with that for a few days. Next week, it might be your hip. You don't know where it's going to travel.
Yeah, it's a disease of the nerve ending somehow. And sometimes flare-up, like my wife will covers on and can't even stand the covers over her legs. But she fights it. She walks 10, 15 miles a day. So that's how, and she does pretty good with it.
She walks that far every day, Denny?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, she was pretty athletic when she was in school. So, right now she's upstairs on a sewing project. She got one of those, she acquired one of those long arm cat-driven sewing deals to do quilts. And she's got one room that's all fixed up just for sewing. She's got that machine there. So she'll be a lot of times involved in that. So.
That's why I gave up the 11 prescriptions he went on, and that's when I started using cannabis. I don't smoke it during the day. I don't take it with me when I go places. But in the evening, 9, 10 o'clock or something, I'll partake in it. That'll shut off the nerve endings, and then I can deal with life a little easier.
So it does help you then, Mike?
Oh, yeah. It made a world of a difference.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's why all these pot shops there, that's one of their big deals there is helping people that CBD is helping them with pain issues. And some people, like Mike there, it helps. I think my wife got her some, and I think she tried one, a half of one. And then I thought she was going into a drop stage or so she got kind of scared off with it. But I bought her some anyway to help with sometimes she has flare-ups. And the weather will bring on the doggone flare-ups and fibers to it. The barometric pressure seems to affect it.
Hey, Denny?
Yeah.
When she took it, did she say, "Come on, Denny, let's load up the van and go to Woodstock"?
Yeah. Well, that's, I don't know. It's kind of funny watching her. It's lucky I was behind her because I thought she was going to fall over.
Yeah, you gave her way too much.
Well, that was a half of one of those gummies. That's all she had. And somebody told her, "Oh, no, you don't want to take that much. You should have only started off with a quarter,
Yeah, I make my own candies. I make my own what they call RSO, which is Rick Simmons oil. It's what he used to combat and cure his skin cancer. He made it into an ointment and rubbed it on where he had the cancer, and it killed the cancer off. But I make my own. My most unfavorite thing to do is to smoke it because I've only got 40% lung capacity from my chemotherapy the last time around, and it just tears me up. So I had to find a different way to do it to be able to just do it,
Yeah.
I'm going for coffee. KM9CQ.
I'm going for cannabis.
Just stop by. It wouldn't be the first one.
Wow, man.
Oh, man, you guys are starting early.
I don't smoke nothing here, Mike. Just kidding there, but
Yeah, I'm dumb enough as it is.
That's no kidding. That's so.
Boy, that band is up and down.
Honest, I have a lot of friends that are in their 60s and late 70s that do stop by and grab some candy from me from time to time. I don't charge for it, Once in a while, I'll see if I can work one of them into helping me make it. But, I'd rather see somebody on a little bit of cannabis than a lot of the prescription drugs. If any of you guys out there can name one prescription drug that has cured anything, I would be surprised.
yeah. Well, you guys can look up. We're not in Mansalona, but in between Mansalona and Gaylord. But we've got our own very, with a population of 1,000, I think, in Mansalona, we've got our very own pot shop there now. It's called the Jailhouse. Look it up. Look the Jailhouse up on the web there. It's got a nice picture of it. And it's got a 40s era cop car sitting right in front of the jailhouse.
W1DRD.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say good morning.
Yeah, Good morning, W1GRD, I think, W8NSS. My name's Denny. I'm over here in Mansalona, Michigan, about 75 miles south and west on the Mackinac Bridge.
Good morning, Denny.
Morning, Dino.
And Jake. And Mike.
Morning, Dino.
Morning, Dino. A long time no hear, man. Yeah, they don't let me out very often. How are you there? Anyway, fellas, I gotta jump out here. I got a car do a little bit of sanding on before I figure out what I'm gonna do about paint. And a couple other things to do around the house, but I'll be in there later on, somewhere around. Payday and internet, 73,000 in the play.
It's a later. Nice hearing you this morning.
Where's N2JV?
Let me see. They're getting ready to do a hip replacement Tuesday on his wife, so I think they're involved in some of the classes or getting ready for that. So I think once he gets over the hump on that, he'll probably be starting to get on here.
Oh, that sounds good. I kind of miss Jack.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
What branch of armed forces were you in?
I was in the U.S. Army, 25th Infantry Division, Air Mobile.
Paratrooper or just air assault?
What was that question? I had 2-meter radio go off.
Were you a paratrooper?
No, I was a ranger, but I was not a paratrooper.
Most of those guys are airborne, and then they go to ranger school, so they're airborne ranger for them. So when you were in the NAM, you got dropped off. The Hueys would take you into the drop-off zone, right?
That's right. It was a lot like, let's put it this way, it's a lot like that TV series that's on TV there. What's the name of that? Tour of Duty.
I haven't seen that. I watched Full Metal Jacket yesterday, though. What branch of service were you in, Mac?
I think you busted him getting a cup of coffee.
I was wondering what branch of service he was in. Oh, okay. I know you're a Navy guy. I was Army. Signal, infantry signal. I think Lauren was in, but I think Lauren was an MP.
Yep.
Yeah, I was, I guess, one of the fortunate ones at State side.
Gotta step out. W8NSS.
Were you in the military, Denny? Where did you go to MP school at, Lauren?
Fort Gordon, Augusta.
That's where I went, but it was signal school.
Now they had signal school there. They had that on the basic training, and they had MPs all there at the same time when I was there.
I was there in 77.
I was there in 64 or 65, actually, fall of 65, 64, I should say.
They taught me how to climb poles like a lineman. And I said, I didn't sign up to be a wireman. I signed up to be a high-frequency radio operator. And the drill sergeant said, a lot of people, they don't know what those MOS numbers mean until they get there. That means a 36K10. He goes, that's your alignment, co-primer. That's a supposed to be a 05 Charlie or 05 Bravo radio teletype operator. He goes, well, you got to do this first. Your unit will send you back, and then you'll get the radio teletype qualified next. So I had to go. After I graduated, they sent me back for HF radio.
Yeah, I was down there in right around Thanksgiving time when I left out of there and went to Chicago. Had all my summer uniforms and everything on there out. They had a nice storm the day I arrived in Chicago. Then I ended up at Fort Sheridan, Illinois, at Fifth Army headquarters for all but about 6 months. I was transferred to Fort Carson, Colorado.
My father was a sergeant in supplies at Fort Sheridan. He was a paratrooper in the 101st Airborne out of Fort Campbell. My uncle, he was a lieutenant colonel in the 82nd Airborne.
Well, anyway, mine was kind of uneventful. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
I didn't like the military, Lawrence, but I tolerated it, you know?
I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. It was okay. Like I said, I really lucked out. I was right during the escalation in Nam there, and matter of fact, I had a couple of sergeants that went over to Nam there in 65, 66, and lasted about 3. It was just during the escalation there, but I guess I was fortunate enough to be stateside. I don't know. I was thinking about re-enlisting, but I wanted to get out and get into the Air Force, get back into electronics. But that didn't happen. Wife said she'd go anywhere I wanted to go, but not as long as it wasn't in the military. So I kind of ended that. I never did get back into electronics again, except for ham radio. I guess that was okay too. I made a good living for the plumbing, pipe fitting, and machine maintenance. I did okay, I guess.
My son and I was watching something about different class submarines, and he looked over at me and goes, man, I don't think I could do that stuff. Like, you know, when they go down, sometimes they don't come up for months or whatever, I don't know, 3 or 4 months where they're underwater, and even when they do come up, unless you've got some rank, you're not going up to the top side. He goes, I'd probably freak out in the submarine. I said, I don't think I could do that either. I think it takes a special person to be on the submarine, you know that?
Well, that was a 6-year tour. I thought about that. Matter of fact, when I got out of trade school there, I just turned 21, and I knew I had to go in. I wanted to get into the Polaris field, basically because of the electronic training and everything that I would get. But it was a 6-year tour, and me and the recruiter kind of had a out-and-out bad situation there, so I called up the draft board and said, put me at the head of the line. I'll volunteer for the draft just to get in and get out. And get in and get out, I was too worried about everybody lying to you about everything back in the day, but I didn't get involved with that, so I I took the 2 years. I was going to stay out for about 6 months and then go back into the Air Force and try to get some more stuff going there. But the wife, I didn't want anything with it, so that was the end of my career.
I think what would bother me is I looked at the sleeping arrangement, you know how close those racks are on the submarine, and you got very little space. I'm like, I'm claustrophobic, Lawrence. I don't know if they give I don't know if people on submarines every now and then freak out or something, or what they do when somebody freaks out about just being in there all the time, you know?
I'm back, Cam 9 CQ.
Okay.
Mac, what branch of the service were you in?
I wasn't in the military, Al.
Oh, okay. I thought you were. I thought for some reason you were in the Navy, like Fred or something too. I don't know why I thought that.
I wanted to join the WACs, Al, but they wouldn't let me.
I don't blame you. I'd be right with you there.
What do you think about that, Fred?
Where did Fred go? He's always going somewhere, Mac. Mac, I repaired my AO 1200 yesterday, and I'm on the air with it today.
Well, sounds like it's working good, Al.
I like that ACOM 1500, but man, this is my favorite air. And I'm glad it was something simple. But it sat out for 2 years because I thought the tube was gone. It was something really easy. But anyway, it's fixed. I'm on it, and it's done.
Well, I've been on here since 7:30. I guess I'm going to give her up, guys. Y'all have a good day. I'll be a 5H item.
I heard you at that time, Lauren. But my son was sleeping in the next room, and I wanted to tee up and whisper, and I didn't want you to think I was whispering sweet nothings in your ear. I didn't want to wake Brandon up. So I said, man, Lauren's on early. This amp is on. I wanted to get on here and let him know that I repaired that amp that we were talking about last week. And I had to wait for him to wake up. He usually gets up early and goes to the gym. But anyway, but I was able to catch you anyhow right after you left.
I'm back, K4, FEG.
See you later, Lauren.
See you, Lauren.
See you later, Lauren.
Take care, Lauren.
Submarines, my son and I, it's like I don't think I could take that being enclosed in that thing for that amount of time. Do they ever have any people that freak out because they don't surface a lot? They're just like in that damn thing?
Who are you asking?
Well, you were a Navy guy. I was like I said, Fred, I said, did you ever heard anybody on the submarines freaking out?
I imagine that they may have, but you got to remember, they don't just put people in those submarines. They got a pretty intensive psychological test. Plus, they've got a real stressful underwater program, diving you got to go through. That program's a tough program to get in, and the reason for it is because of them being under the water for 6 months at a time. They can't afford to have, they want to make sure that everybody's been checked out on. So their programs are pretty tough, and they wash out, quite a few people to make sure that they've got stable people on that submarine.
Hey, Fred, I had a friend that was a submariner, and that's what you said. That's exactly what he told me. They do some pretty intensive testing on you before, and training obviously too, but pretty intensive testing on your psyche before they put you on one of them.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't even want to, but I would take some type of special people to do that, but I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that at all. Well, it's like anything else, Al. I think special people fly those jets, too. They got training for it. But, yeah, their programs are pretty intense. After all, you got to remember those submarines have got special weapons on board, and they can't afford to have somebody that's going to slip out. So they're pretty careful. Me and my son was watching different submarine classes on the YouTube video and goes, I don't think I could do that, Dad. I said, I'm right with you. I said, I don't think I could do that neither. It takes a special person to do that. Well, I wouldn't be able to pass a swimming test. God, I couldn't pass.
You not a swimmer, Fred?
No, I'm not.
And those people, I don't know if those are Mohawk Indians, the ones that, the iron workers, when they're building buildings, walking across beams and stuff, when they're building like skyscrapers. That's another job I don't think I could do.
Iron worker.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
I can float, Max, but I'm not a real good swimmer. I can swim underwater better than I can on the surface.
And that, Fred, that was not a general requirement to be in the Navy, even though you weren't on a ship. That's not a general requirement for the Navy.
Yes, it is. You have to be able to at least be able to float and swim somewhat. You have to be an Olympic swimmer, but you have to, be able to float and some basic swimming, yes.
Roger.
Basically, yes.
Roger.
When you enlisted, Fred, was Great Lakes, or did you go to the San Diego one?
I went to San Diego, and that was my biggest fear, was I couldn't pass the swim portion in Bermuda. And when I worked in the butcher shop at that time, I was on a 120-day delay program going into the Navy, and I had a partner who was a good swimmer, and he went with me about 3 times a week and taught me how to swim and everything.
When I went to the recruiter with a friend, it was the Navy. We went through the test. I passed the test, and my friend went out with it, and I stayed working in the field. No, I didn't start, but he did. He was the electrician on a LLC or something, and he had some lady in Guam and married, and Houston was in Guam ever since. I had like 20 or 22 years with the Navy. But I was in the Army Reserve when I worked at the prison where I went. What's that?
When the prison was after you got out, you went right into the prison system.
Yeah, I was Army Reserve, so I was in 12 years in the infantry unit right there in Joliet, only 29th Infantry, like 33rd Infantry Brigade. So I got the 5th Army back then. So, but I was on radio, I was on radio operator.
Right, what I'm saying is that after you get out, you went into the prison system, right?
I've been a little college, I got a little forward, I got citizen, and worked at law enforcement for that. I can work with that person and do that, so that's what I'm saying. You work on the south, I'm on one side of the harbor, but I worked there totally, when they were like on the campaign, like I got it.
I mean, they needed people I could work in those prisons. I can tell you right up front, I could do it. From the NAP2, I don't think I could take the harassing every day. To the press, I couldn't take it.
Well, I retired after 25. I started at 25 and
15 years. Into the 10 years. 10 years. I was one. About 25 started.
Yeah, Fred. I could believe anything, Fred. Yeah, they say America. Okay, I remember that. Okay, I got that. You ain't lying about that, Fred. Yeah, I think you probably do.
That's about it, Fred, for now. I was just saying here, my eyes are starting to get a little heavy. You know, getting up at this 3:30 in the morning around no cut. No. I fell asleep lately. So that's why I woke up early, Fred. It wasn't by design, trust me. He's out working on that 160-meter antenna that I keep harping on him about. No, I think he's more worried right now about the antenna project. Yeah. Oh no, I knew where you were coming from. I know Ken's not in here because he's got a different routine in the morning. He goes to his walk and that keeps him occupied. Well, I think there's a couple of widowers in his neighborhood, Fred. And I think that's the only reason why he's walking. He's trying to land him a new woman. Seeing how he won't let his girlfriend come over no more. I thought maybe Woody'd be in here this morning. I was going to ask you about that. For that situation, he's got that DJM. But didn't you say that your girlfriend was that I'm a little confused. Was that DJM or was that No, it's first of all, it's EMJ, Tango Mike Juliet, and no, it was a jaw condition, Fred, basically like what Woody's got. You're right. AKA Jabberjaw. That's right, Fred. No, she did not grind her teeth. She attributed hers, Fred. She thinks when she was married, her husband was a real asshole, and he popped her in the jaw one time, and she thought it might have been from that. Yeah, he was a real dickhead. Well, sounds like it. I always said that anybody get a woman, do the same as we did a child. You're right, Fred.
that I haven't seen some woman that would deserve to be permed, but not since he's new.
Nope. And where's Jack this morning? He's not around either.
I haven't heard that.
Well, Denny said he's probably tied up with his wife. I think Denny said she's getting prepared for hip surgery, isn't it, Fred?
Yeah, I believe that's right.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. My memory's shot.
Mine is too, Al.
Oh, thank you.
Well, guys, I gotta get out of here. I'm going to get things moving here. I've enjoyed it today. Go over to see the grandkids, so it's gonna be a long day.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here too, you guys. I gotta go grab me something to eat, and then I'm gonna take me a nap. So, Fred, Mike, Joe, I think that's all that's left. You guys have a great day, and don't let them kids wear you down, Fred.
That's all it's fun. It's all great. You know, it's all good. I hear you back. All right, we'll see you all later. K4 and 73, everybody. Whoever's left in here, Joe and the rest of you. See you later, man.
7-3, guys.
7-3, Max. 7-3 there, Fred. WB9 VKF. I'm going to get out of here, too, I guess. Nobody around. Well, Mike's around, but that's about it, and I can barely copy him. WB9 VKF. 7-3.